1899, several struggles were faced by Texas Baptists in their cooperative efforts. There was the practice of vote buying. Each church and organization in the convention seated one messenger. Then they received an additional messenger for every $25 given. Ministries were governed by boards that were made of appointed men unelected by the churches. To question these things at the convention meant bringing the questioning party before a board who could disqualify them as a messenger.
Many churches began to feel that a new cooperation with a different set of governance was needed. In 1900, multiple meetings led to the formation of the East Texas Baptist Convention. That year, representatives from churches in North Texas approached this group, asking that they consider being statewide. They voted to reorganize and in 1901 organized the Baptist Missionary Association of Texas.
In the first meeting, a constitution was adopted that was so different. Each church held equal representation by seating the same number of messengers. Cooperative ministries were then directly governed by the churches through trustees elected by a majority of messengers present at meetings. From the beginning, the BMA promoted 3 areas of cooperation: missions, benevolence, and education.
In the first meeting, a mission department was organized. It set out with a passion for the gospel. Within a few years, there were missions efforts across Texas, Mexico, and Portugal. There were Texas projects among English, Tejanos, Germans, Greek, and Czechoslovakians. Missions was aggressively sharing the gospel among the settlements of West Texas. Over the years, hundreds of churches have been started and hundreds of thousands of salvations have been reported as the Lord has worked through the efforts of Texas missionaries.
The first meeting also established our cherished WMA organization. The ladies of the BMA organized and went to work right away promoting missions and the cooperative work. They have faithfully promoted missions in our churches and raised millions of dollars. Happy 125th birthday, Texas WMA. You don't look a day over 25.
In the first meeting, the BMA voted to financially support Jacksonville College. In 1908, the association accepted ownership of Jacksonville College with excitement. The BMA of Texas has loved and cherished the school these 125 years and has watched the Lord not only sustain it, but use it to accomplish God-sized things. It has equipped ministry leaders across the BMA. In 1947, the BMA of Texas started Jacksonville Seminary on the campus of Jacksonville College. After the formation of the BMA of America and its acceptance by the BMA of Texas, the seminary was placed in national hands and eventually became the Baptist Missionary Association Theological Seminary we know today.
This new association not only took missions and education seriously, it was burdened to do the work of benevolence in Texas. The BMA of Texas immediately served in Galveston hurricane recovery efforts. They helped in times of famine. The association had a special burden to assist in the care of orphans. A committee was formed to explore this in 1903. And in 1909, the BMA of Texas selected Waxahachie as the site for an orphanage. In 1910, the association began to build our cherished children's home, then called Texas Baptist Orphanage. The BMA of Texas have cared for so many children through the cooperation of this ministry. Families have been supported, and permanent homes have been found for children.
In 1901, the BMA of Texas Missions Department began producing a newsletter called BMA News. In 1912, an independent newspaper and publishing company called the Baptist Progress was given to the BMA of Texas. The association merged it with the BMA News and formed a new department. The Baptist Progress has been informing BMA Baptist of local, state, and national news ever since.
In the 1920s, the BMA of Texas set out to explore cooperation with other state associations. The result was the formation of the American Baptist Association in 1924 in Texarkana, Texas.
The BMA of Texas gave care of each of its foreign mission engagements over to the American Baptist Association, the ABA. By the 1940s, there was conflict with the ABA over church representation. Members of other churches could sit in as representatives of an absent church to vote in meetings. This conflicted with everything the BMA of Texas stood for. BMA of Texas churches helped form the Baptist Missionary Association of America in 1950. In the 1951 meeting of the BMA of Texas, messengers approved that the BMA of Texas partner with the Baptist Missionary Association of America. At that time, 100 churches left to form a state ABA organization. The decade to follow saw growth in church cooperation that replaced lost involvement and funding of BMA of Texas cooperative ministries. In the 1952 annual meeting of the BMA of Texas, it was decided that a loan department be started to help missions and churches with land and building purchases and expansion. Funds were raised, and in 1953, your Baptist Missionary Loan Association was established. BMA people, churches, and local associations have invested money in the Baptist Missionary Loan Association. Those monetary investments have helped hundreds of churches and mission churches across the state.
The BMA of Texas has faithfully endured and thrived for 125 years. It has endured every season. It saw enormous growth in its first decade and even more growth in the 1950s. It endured a turning away in the late 1920s. It endured wars, the Great Depression, and the national associational conflicts. It has not just endured, but thrived and witnessed God accomplishing things too grand for it to have ever done on its own. Today, we celebrate an association still true to its defining principles. We are an association of autonomous churches. We come together with equal representation at our meetings. We elect the trustees who oversee our cooperative ministries. We practice direct church giving to those ministries. Our focus continues to be missions, benevolence, and education.
The BMA of Texas and the churches of the BMA look forward to a promising future as we walk in obedience to our faithful, unchanging God. Our state is growing rapidly. The need to share Jesus and make disciples in this generation is urgent. Your missions department is aggressively partnering with the churches of the BMA to faithfully do our part. Jacksonville College is expanding its efforts to equip this generation of ministry leaders. Your children's home is expanding and partnering with churches like never before in the care of children and the support of families. Your loan association is equipped and ready to help your church and each of the current missionaries with purchases. Baptist Progress is expanding its efforts to inform all BMA Baptists about the exciting things happening in the BMA and the churches who make up the association. Happy 125th birthday, BMA of Texas.